We are all here with the common goal to assist and serve everyone out there. February is Start Your Own Business Month, and we are looking to help each and every one of you out there listening. I believe, and I know many of you believe, that the power is not external, the power is within. And I truly know that when you have that power within and you connect with your light, that all things are possible and you can accomplish anything and everything. And if everyone truly knows that, comes to believe that, then they can start their business.
Just before my mother passed, I went to my first healer up in Newburyport, who now lives out in Arizona. But anyway, the first time I went to see her, I experienced my spirit inside my physical being, and I had never experienced that before. And when I finished the session, I sat up on the edge of the table, the healing table, and I could not stop laughing. I was just completely, I just laughing and laughing. She goes, "Are you all right?" And I said, I said, "I've never been better." I said, "This is fabulous." I said, "Wow." I go, "Everybody has to know about this." And she said to me, and so all these years later, I'm on the radio. Right. And it led me to walk away from a 35-year business that I had, a successful wholesale fashion business I was in for 35 years. It started me on my healing path, and from that point, then it took me back to school, healing school, and I got a massage license, polarity license, Rise license. I mean, I have like 5 or 6 different, the reconnection with Eric Pearl. I have a licensed practitioner in that. I have practitioner in about 7 different areas.
You know, the corporate world no longer fit me. And so I took a big gulp and a leap of faith, and I started my business, Your Health Potential, that helped me to help other women experience what I had, which was really that by eating the whole fresh foods, you know, my skin got clearer, my hair got shinier. It really helps to brighten your mood, give you clearer thinking. It's amazing.
I feel that I've always been positive about things. I'm willing to try anything, and I like what I do. I had let someone.
We were talking about taking responsibility
yes.
for ourselves.
Right.
That's the first thing.
Yes.
Is
and
owning your stuff.
I needed to own it.
Right.
And then once I realized it, then all doors opened for me.
Right.
But it's something you have to realize yourself. No one can teach you. Sometimes it's your inner self. You know when you get that gut feeling that talks to
your
you?
Your intuition, your
yes,
light.
you know.
That is the spirit. That's the spirit inside. That's that non-physical life force energy that we are. That's who's talking to the physical part of us that needs it to help us move through the physical world.
Mm-hmm. We have, at some points along the way in our lives, heeded a call. Mm-hmm. Have found a moment of listening, and something. There's that moment, I think, too, when you realize you've crossed a line and there's like no going back.
No.
And
no way.
You know, it's like you're in and you're out, but you know you're in. And
your mind wants out, but you know your heart's in.
Exactly. And I think that the thing that has allowed me to integrate the things I have much passion about has been not only that place where you realize you're fully responsible for everything that's ever happened in your life, and in fact you've been working and living out your own spiritual curriculum, no matter whom, what, where, how certain experiences have come to you, you know at some point you get to sort of turn toward them. And I think the window for the angels is always gratitude. And gratitude for clumsiness, gratitude for all that has come, that has been able to be named adversity, but has had this power of transformation as it brings you more and more into your own knowing.
I think that, you know, the adversity is there in our lives to help us grow, to make us stronger, and to learn from. I don't know that we can sail through life and not have adversity or not have challenges to face and really grow beyond what we think we are, where we get to that point where we can honestly stand in our power, as we've been talking about here, and speak from a place that is empowered and a place of fearlessness and a place of authenticity, and live our lives from that way.
Whenever we're being called to a higher calling, our potential, all of our fears that we thought were already healed will come to the surface, and to know that this is good. This is good because I'm getting close. There. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good, and when that's happening for me, I really need to reach out to my friends and ask for support.
When you know about that we're not alone, that we have someone that can hold us, and I'm talking about a higher source, when we're there and you're going through that, you can remind yourself. You know, you can say, okay, I'm going through this, and I'm human, and maybe my frequency is a little lower, but I know that I'm going to lift up soon after. And just remind yourself that I'm choosing love over fear. Do I want to go down the path of fear? What is it going to gain me? Not much. So why stay in the fear when you can choose the love? And so that's some. And then, you know, when things do happen, you say, you know what? I'm staying in the light. I'm staying with the light. And I do that often because it lifts me back up instead of being down at the lower frequency. And crying in my mind is so healing, and it's a must.
Absolutely.
Because if we hold it in, it's not going to serve anyone. So we need to let that.
It turns to anger when you hold it in.
Yes, it does.
And rage, and that's defeating yourself.
So it's being able to let yourself go like that.
Again, it points back again and again to knowing our worthiness, loving ourselves, doing that inner work, and then, you know, the questions are all answered. They kind of drop away the more we come to that place of knowing our self-worth.
That is right.
And that's a lifelong process.
Right.
I think we'll never have arrived. It's a lifelong process of loving ourselves and believing in ourselves and valuing in ourselves. And if anybody tells you that they're there all the time, I don't believe it.
Right.
Well, you know, I'd like to add something to that too, which is that I've learned that when I'm experiencing fear, I'm just about to have a breakthrough.
That's right. That's when it usually
Good
gets
point.
hard.
It really does.
Yeah, doors open,
You know, after I go through that, the elation that I feel is incredible. So it's so worth it. I mean, the growth that we get by taking these steps and walking through our fear and just riding it out, you know, brings us to incredible places.
It's a spiritual journey.
Taking risks,
it's definitely a journey.
But the bottom line is, when you are open, when you are listening, when you know that you are of value. That's what I was going to mention, because love and value goes together. And that was one of the things that I came on this earth to learn, the value of who I was and what I was offering. And that many of the people out there in this world, I truly know that they have love for God or a higher source or Buddha, whoever they love and look up to. Yet the challenge is to truly love ourselves. And when we love ourselves, then that fear can slip away and we can take those steps forward. Bottom line is, you never know who has a story until you start talking with them. Sometimes people will be staying with the victimness, thinking, my life has been so much worse than them. Look at them. They have it so easy. You do not know what goes on in their life. So it's honoring where they are and honoring yourself and going forward.